The frantic search inside South Station.
She's on the bus.
As Mass State Police rush to find a 22-year-old neurodivergent woman.
I think it just took off.
On her way to Connecticut.
Got a girl on it, and she's possibly going down to Connecticut. It might be involved in something to do with trafficking related.
They believe she's about to fall into a human trafficking scheme at the hands of a man she met online.
But that might be the bus. Yeah, that's a Greyhound bus. Yep, we got it.
In this case, police saved her just in time.
Can we talk to you off the bus where it's a little more quiet?
This young woman reunited with her family.
So just us.
We just gotta chat.
Nobody's in any trouble,
no.
But not every plot to take advantage of the vulnerable can be prevented.
It's survival, it's your vulnerabilities that lead you there.
Just 17 years old at the time, predators led Audra Duty unknowingly into commercial sexual exploitation.
And it was actually at my first job I ever got. My manager ended up exploiting me.
This began more than 10 years of Duty being preyed upon in the commercial sexual exploitation industry. That business with children as the product is growing in Suffolk County. The Children's Advocacy Center of Suffolk County tracks this data. Between 2020 and 2022, the center saw a little over 200 referrals a year, but that number skyrocketed in 2023 to 285 and topped 300 in 2024. This year is already on pace to beat last year's record.
We're just scratching the surface, and we know that there's still victims that have not been identified.
Sheila Gobert runs the Support to End Exploitation Now program at the Children's Advocacy Center of Suffolk County. She says while there could be an increase in abuse, the rise in cases could also be a sign that the SEEN program is working.
So we have a robust training team at the CAC, and we've trained professionals, providers, caregivers, including grandparents and young people, on how to know the signs of abuse, what to look for, how to prevent it, and how to navigate the internet safety.
And that's where Gobert says most predators find their victims. The average age of victims is just 14 years old, forcing officials to tailor their investigative tactics. So this is the room where the interviews actually happen?
Yes, when children have experienced abuse or exploitation, they can come to our center and meet with a forensic interviewer and speak one-on-one in a trauma-informed, non-leading way, while the rest of the investigative team can be behind the two-way mirror.
Inside this room, there are activities meant to make victims feel relaxed and more comfortable. Outside of it, there are countless organizations focused on empowering victims, prevention, and training.
As a survivor myself, no one ever, brought information around how a child could be trafficked or recruited. We want to give that information, at least by middle school.
Duty escaped her abusive cycle thanks to programs like this.
To make people know that they're not alone. Like, this has happened to a lot of us, and it's something that's happened to you. It's not who you are. It does not define you, right? And there's so much more to life.
Danae Bucci, WCVB News Center 5.